Hi, today I'm making scary Halloween cookies, finger cookies, as you can see. They taste great though. So I'm going to begin with a half a stick of, or 2 ounces of unsalted butter. I actually have an eighth of a cup of brown sugar and white granulated sugar mixed together. Um, I am going to cream my butter. As you see here, I'm creaming my butter together, making it really, it's softened, but you want it to be really creamy. And then I'm going to add my brown sugar and my white sugar to this mixture. Next, what I'm doing is adding the half of an egg. I know how do you do that, huh? You mix it a little bit and it's 25 grams. Add 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to just mix all of the ingredients well. So I'm not using a hand mixer for this. It's not that much effort because everything is softened and you want it really creamy. Next, I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which is an eighth of a teaspoon of sea salt, a cup of unbleached flour, and then also a half a teaspoon of baking powder, right? And we're going to just mix those together, sift those together prior to adding it to the wet ingredients. I would recommend using half of the flour mixture and then stirring and then using the other half because it's going to get pretty thick like you see here. So it'll be cookie dough. You'll take that cookie dough and shape it in a round ball and put it in saran wrap, and you can put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes or in the freezer for 15. And we're going to let it, we're going to pat it down almost like a big hamburger and let it chill, because this dough works best when it's cold. While the dough is chilling, we want to prepare our parchment paper. I've actually cut out a piece of parchment paper to fit on the cookie sheet. And I'm using strawberry jam. What I've also done is added a couple of drops of red food coloring to brighten the jam so it looks like blood. I have a little paintbrush as well as a small teaspoon and a small paring knife so we can make the indentations in the fingers. So now the dough is cool. I've actually cut it in half, and I'm going to start working with this half of a cold dough. I've used my teaspoon to sort of help me shape round balls. I'm going to then shape my dough into a long sort of thin strip, and I'm going to use my thumb to make the top of the fingernail. So that's where the almond is going to go. And then I'm going to make two, one other indentation, maybe two, to show the shape of the finger. Next, I'm going to take my paring knife and do like 3 tiny slits over the what would be the knuckle, and maybe a few right underneath where the almond's gonna go. By the way, it's about they're thin almonds, about a half a cup, and you're just trying to find pieces that look like fingernails. And next, I'm going to continue to make those fingers until all of the dough is used up. It makes quite a few. I think I made about 15 or 16 fingers. And I'm going to then bake them at 350 degrees for 12 minutes. They're going to be lightly brown. Next, I'm going to use just an eighth of a teaspoon of cocoa powder, and I'm going to take my paintbrush and dust the knuckles and the top of the finger so they look more realistic. I then am going to lift the almond up because it doesn't adhere when it bakes, and add my strawberry jam underneath to look like blood, and put the almond right back on there. And you want it kind of sloppy so it doesn't look like, that it looks like it's bloody fingers. This recipe is fun to do. It's always convincing and easy to make for Halloween.